Hi there. I'm coming to you today from not even anywhere in Argentina. I have done today what I tend to do every year. So I've taken the ferry boat, which takes about an hour and 15 minutes, across the Rio de la Plata to Uruguay. And I'm in this charming little Portuguese colonial town called Colonia del Sacramento, usually just known as Colonia. And so it has some beautiful spots to sketch and some really nice, I'm going to do little videos to put it all together for the blog so that you can see it too. But in the meantime, I've just arrived. It's 2:15 and the first order of business is lunch. This is one of the little streets that I really like in Colonia. They're very cobbly and they've also got these nice, nicely painted buildings. This one's a pale shell pink and some of them are more bright. But then there's all these trees over the top and people sitting having a leisurely coffee, which is nice. And these purple trees. I don't think they're bougainvillea, but they're sort of nice. And then down here, this street leads down to the water. And I can't decide whether to go down there to find a spot to sketch or just sit up here and find a spot to sit down and sketch something. So I managed to get one sketch done there, but I have to tell you it was very uncomfortable because I've never sat on such a hot sidewalk in my life. I had jumped up and down 3 times before I got it finished. So now I'm heading down towards the water to see if I can find something to sketch down there. I can't believe actually how fast the time is going. Mind you, I have to say the lunch was very leisurely, but I'm going to have to kind of ration my time now so that I'll get what I want to get done and still get back to the boat on time. This is one of the kind of typically old buildings that you see here in these streets made out of old stone. Heaven knows how old these buildings are, but it's lovely. This looks like an interesting little place. It's kind of like a courtyard, but there's shops in there with interesting things hanging in the window. Who knows? I might get money spent in here. So now I'm down by what certainly looks like the ocean, but it's not. This is the Rio de la Plata, and where it crosses to Uruguay is really at the mouth of the river, so it's very, very wide. You can't see the other side from here, just these little islands. But it is lovely, and I don't know whether these are reeds. I suppose they are, some kind of water plants. But they're very pretty. I don't see any beach. The street that I came down was called Beach Road, but it's not my idea of a beach. But it is pretty to look at. Okay. So remember I said at the beginning this was a Portuguese colony, and one of the things that is still here that's reminiscent of that is this tile museum. Of course, in Portugal, if you've been to Portugal, you'll know it's very famous for its tiles. There's tiles everywhere, all over the city. This is a museum, but honestly, I've been here, I think, 3 times, and I've never found it open. So I'm not sure what the story is there, but I still haven't seen the tile museum. However, I have seen this, and this is a map done in tiles of Colonia in 1762. So it's kind of interesting to stand here and see if you can find yourself on this map. It's a little far away to read, but this is Portugal Street. I'm not quite sure, I don't know enough about my history to know how this came to be. Passa. How this came to be a Portuguese colony, because I thought Portugal was really just in Brazil. But this has definitely got a Portuguese influence to it, and this here street is called Portugal Street. But I see up at the top of this street the church. Now my friend Raoul said you have to go into the church because apparently there's something fantastic about its acoustics. So I might just have about time to go up there and check it out. Okay, I'm inside the church and I'm whispering, and sure enough I can certainly see that there's amazing acoustics here. It's a plain little church, but very nice. So I better stop whispering because the whole town will hear me. So this is the way I almost always end my day in Colonia. There's this fabulous little ice cream shop here that makes homemade ice cream, and it is so good. So I don't have a lot of time left before I have to get back to the boat. So it's a kind of a toss-up between sketching it and sampling the ice cream. Which do you think's going to win? So this was the result of that decision. This is a junior cone, and it's vanilla and passion fruit. What a lovely way to end a lovely day in Colonia.